Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Thoughtful Leaders, an initiative under the Thoughts on Education by Collegedunia.com. Today we have with us Mr. Gaurang Shetty, the Program Director at Riidl Academy. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hi, welcome. Thank you for inviting me and looking forward to have an insightful discussion with you.
So, to introduce you about our speaker, Mr. Gaurang Shetty is the Program Director here at Riidl Academy at Somaiya University and the Chief Innovation Catalyst of Riidl, the Innovation Center and Technology Business Incubator of the Somaiya Vidyavihar University. He leads the Facebook Developer Circle, Mumbai chapter. He has been named among the 50 most inspiring CEOs from Silicon India. Mr. Gaurang has set up the Riidl's incubation program, which received grants and support from the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, BRAC, the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, and the Maharashtra State Innovation Society, the Government of Maharashtra. So welcome to the show, sir. Beginning with the interview, my first question to you is, could you please throw some light about Riidl Academy to our audience?
Yeah, so Riidl Academy is basically a Bachelor's of Design program, and it is one of the flagship programs of Riidl, and it's a part of Somaiya Vidyavihar University. So this is one of the premium courses which we are offering, and it's focused on product design. So you must have seen a lot of these product design or Bachelor of Design courses globally. So we are at par with these institutions, and the program has a lot of new things are being taught or being practiced by multiple industries. Something like technologies like CRISPR, biodesign is something which we are also including in the course, and we are making sure that we get the best of the world to actually deliver the course and interact with our students. So we have people from IDEO, people from various companies Facebook, we have the founder of PharmEasy, who is one of our visiting faculty. So we have a lot of such influential and people who have done their own startup, or they have built multiple products. So we have involved all these people to build and to help us build our curriculum, and also to get involved with our students, and it will be a more of a hands-on experience for the students when they actually join the program.
Yeah. Okay, sir. So this brings me to the next question. So being the program director here at Riidl Academy, what are your roles and responsibility towards the students?
So our role basically, and my role specifically, will be to make sure that students get a lot of exposure, a lot of hands-on learning, and they actually get to work directly with the industry experts, so that as they reach their third year and the final year, they become employable, and they can adapt themselves with the current requirement, with the industry requirement, and they can start their own business or they can get a job. So that is something which our focus will be. Parallelly, also we will be trying to equip the students with skills which will help them to become experts or at least practitioners in their own field. So for example, something like a digital fabrication, which is one of the frameworks or the tools which we'll be teaching the students in our course. So after learning that particular digital fabrication skill, the student can easily get an opportunity at any of the Atal Tinkering Labs or the Fab Labs in our country, and they can easily match the skills of any lab assistant or lab technician or lab manager, and they will have a same level of understanding about the technology, the functionality of that particular lab, how to use that particular space, how to deal with people who use that space. So they will get all these skills. So that would be our role, to help them get maximum knowledge about how to use these machines, how to get access to these spaces, how to create such spaces. So all these components will be included in the program. And this is just one part of it. So I just spoke about digital fabrication, which will be one part of the program.
Okay, sir. So this brings me to the next question. So, have you designed any extracurricular activities or programs to enhance the skills of the students, or in, to be very frank, expose them to real world challenges?
Yeah, so we have like partnered with multiple institutes. Like we have partnered with Praja, who is one of the organizations. They are like a non-partisan government organization. So they work with the government to solve challenges which are currently being faced by the government organizations. Similarly, we have like partnered with multiple other MSMEs, industries to tackle various challenges. We are also working in accordance with the United Sustainable Development Goals, United Nations, UN SDGs. So I think students, when they join the program, they will get real world experience, and they will be working hands on all these challenges and problems, along with our industry experts and our internal. They will be also exposed to our internal startups. So I think that would be a good opportunity for them. What was the second thing you were asking? Can you just reframe the sentence?
I was asking, sir, do you are you planning any extracurricular activities or programs which are supposed to enhance skills?
Yeah. So, as I mentioned, like they will be constantly working with our industry partners and the collaborators for our program. For specifically for skill development, we have like various labs at our institution, at our university. We specifically for Riidl also, we have like a SMAC lab, which is social, mobile, analytics and cloud. We have like a bio lab, which is a dedicated biotech facility for building bioproducts. We have a digital fabrication, like a fab lab, wherein students will get access to various machines. Just to give you an example, in the digital fabrication facility, we have like laser machines, 3D printers, milling machine, vinyl cutters, all these kinds of machines students will get access to, and they can build products on their own. They can use these machines and rapid prototype things, and they can build prototypes quickly.
So, going on to the next question. So, how have you and your team designed a curriculum here at Riidl Academy to ensure that the students are being prepared for the future?
So that's what I mentioned. Like the curriculum is like completely designed keeping in mind that students have to be or students have the capability to start something on their own. So when we started actually brainstorming on how should we design the curriculum, so we involved several people. Like initially we formed this academic advisory board, wherein we had the opportunity, and we were very fortunate to get Mr. Mukesh Patel, who is actually a part of Arizona State University in the US. So he actually helped us chalk out the initial framework of how the curriculum should be. And apart from him, like we have a lot of other experts who are currently involved with us. They will be involved with us during the course, but also they helped us when we were starting to build the curriculum. Like we have not just been focused on the design part of it, but we also focused on humanities. We are also focused on entrepreneurship. We are also focused on business in general. So we have like all these 4 pillars for our program. So I'm very sure that like when we started building the curriculum, like a lot of these inputs which we got they did materialize to the they did become a part of our coursework. But then I'm also very sure that all these things will translate into like actual products or actual businesses when the students reach their second or third year. So we designed our curriculum in such a way that when the students reach their second or third year, they will be capable enough to build their companies, or they will be capable in a position to start their companies. So that is how we have created a framework wherein in the first year it will be very exploratory. So you will not be restricted in terms of what I can build. In the second year, it will be more of like getting to know, getting accustomed with the challenges, working with partners, getting insights into why that problem is more relevant, how can I solve it with design. So every year it is being evolved, and in the final year, it will be like you go and deploy your solution directly with the industry partners whom we have, or you can deploy it yourself by launching your own company, something like that. And all the details are listed on our website. You can have a look at the Riidl Academy website.
Okay, sir. Yeah. So they can even visit our microsite, so which we have developed for Riidl Academy, and students can easily get all the access in one place.
Definitely.
Yeah. So going ahead to the next question, sir. How do you try to bring in a practical approach towards the subjects and make it industry oriented for the students?
So just to give you like a simple example, like currently we had a team, like we had few students who had approached us, like sir, in this pandemic we wanted to create some solutions for COVID, and we wanted to solve some problems related to PPE kits. So quickly what we did is we gave them access to our lab facility. We had access to some government grants which these students applied to, and they were fortunate enough to get through those grants. And they also got access to those labs wherein they built a device which actually ventilates the PPE kit. So usually PPE kits, when doctors wear it for a long time, it gets all stretched, right? So they built a device which you can plug onto your PPE kit, and it starts inflating air into it, so that like airflow circulates to the PPE kit, and it don't the PPE kit does not stick to your body, and you don't get sweat. So that is something which is actually patented now, deployed, and he has like I think more than 20 doctors whom he has already done some pilot testing with, and he also is now trying to collect pre-orders for that particular device. So I think like solutions like these can be realized once students get access to such labs and resources, and like also prototyping grants. So all those things are available with us, and I am very sure that you would be happy to help students and connect with all the stakeholders whom we are already working with. Yeah, that's.
This brings me to the next question. What are the interventions and the approaches which Riidl Academy brings in apart from the curriculum to train or teach the students?
So pre-pandemic, what we used to do is we used to take our students for international trips. Like we took them to Shenzhen, we took them to we were planning to take them to US, also to Silicon Valley, to actually understand the ecosystem, how startups operate, how manufacturing actually works. We also took them to various like institutes or various MSME sectors. Like we have this partnership with Bhumi World in Bhiwandi, so they are one of the largest manufacturing setups there. Or I think 600 small and medium scale enterprises operate from there. So we took students there to see how these small and medium scale industries operate. So I think a lot of these partnerships add a lot of value, and it gives students early exposure to what actually goes in building things, right? So if I give a lecture in classroom for an hour and I try to explain a concept, it will be like very different compared to I directly take the student to that particular scenario or that particular location where the actual implementation is happening. So I think that is like a game changer for students, and a lot of students like try to get accustomed by that particular setup. They try to interact with the company officials. Many of them also land internships. So we are very we also were very fortunate to get access to all these resources. Like for example, one of our students who studied in the engineering in our campus, he used to work with us on various projects. So the latest project which he worked with us was on. So he was working on a transparent screen, and today he landed up an internship at Tesla in Fremont. So I think all these small experiences which students gather when they work on real projects, when they work with the industry, all these small projects and efforts sum up to, and I think it can definitely add a lot of value. So the student's name is Shiv, and he currently is at Tesla. He's doing an internship there. So I think all these experiences some like add up, and eventually it helps you to reach out to other industries, and you can apply your knowledge there. So I think that is like the key takeaway for students who will be joining our program, that you will get exposure to a lot of industries, a lot of real world problems, projects, and you will also get access to the labs which we have built. So I think all this will sum up, and you will have a very good profile at the end of your program, and you can work with the best in the world.
So this brings me to next question.
I can't hear you.
Yeah. So, yes, sir. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. So I was saying, and this brings me to next question. What would you like our audience to know more about Riidl Academy, which they may not know?
Yeah. So basically, Riidl Academy spun out of an incubator. So Riidl was a startup incubator. Riidl is a startup incubator in the Somaya Vidyavar University, and we have helped over 120 companies to start and to scale up. And our startups have raised multiple rounds of investments. They have created over 600 job opportunities. And I think that kind of an environment definitely enables a lot of young minds to think in that direction. I think a lot of these companies now are promoting or are trying to engage with candidates who have that entrepreneurial mindset. The government of India also is pushing a lot of such, is supporting a lot of entrepreneurial programs. I think that is the key differentiator, what we bring on table. I think that is what helps Riidl Academy stand out in the country for being a BDES program. And I'm very sure that students who join our BDES program will get full benefit of the incubation or the startup ecosystem that we have built. And I'm very confident that from the 30 students in our first batch, at least 5 or 10 good startups will pop out of, like, once they are in the final year, or I think before even they are in the final year. I'm very sure that there will be few entrepreneurs from our first batch. So I think that is like the uniqueness of our program. The students will get hands-on experience to build things quickly and also deploy things, because we also have like seed funds. So we invest up to 30 lakhs to 1 crore per startup through the Nidhi Seed Support. So Nidhi again is a program, Nidhi Prayas, Nidhi Seed Support. These are programs by Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, and we are one of the incubation centers, the Technology Business Incubator, who actually facilitates that particular program. So eventually, students who are helping or who are working with the Riidl ecosystem, they also can get exposure to all these grants and programs, and they also can apply, right? So the first problem with most of the students whom we interact is like they don't know only like what are these or what are the options available. Like I'm very sure you must have also not heard like about these Nidhi Prayas, Nidhi Seed Support, right? So first step is like as soon as you enter the Riidl ecosystem, you get access to so many things. You get this information, knowledge about so many grants, funds. There are so many scholarships which students can apply to, and that is something which we have created over the last 10 years. And we have a community of entrepreneurs, students who have gone out and now they are working in like these top companies, say Amazon, Facebook, Google, Tesla, and they are very happy to come back and talk to our students. They are very happy to also contribute. So if you see that our board of studies that we have for Riidl Academy, or if you see the kind of people who we have got now as a visiting faculty also at Riidl Academy, I'm very sure that all these students would love to get associated with them. And all these guys who are with us on board also would be very happy to contribute back and to help our students through their journey. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So that's it from my side.
Yeah. So in continuation to the previous question, what do you see as the greatest strengths for Riidl Academy?
As the greatest
strength.
Friends, okay. So I think I just mentioned, right, the incubation setup which we have done over the last 10 years. So that is one of our key strengths. The second strength is like bio design, which we have introduced. So I'm very sure that only a few people in a country, only a few institutions in a country have such kind of a setup, and this kind of curriculum or a framework wherein students will also get to learn about the bio aspect of design. So what if I told you that you can analyze your own DNA, or you can create your own so you can create your own bacteria, or you can store data in your own DNA. So something like that can be learned or understood through our program, and we have a proper framework, we have a proper curriculum designed. So Bhavna from my team, who is like a student from Bioacademy, so she will be leading this, and I'm very sure the students will find it very exciting, because something like this is not there in many institutions, and we are one of the first few to get it in the BDS program, and I'm very happy that students will get exposed to all these things. So these two things are very unique and new, and there are many other things like students can also get access to the kind of lab setups which we have. So we have like very high-end digital fabrication facility, bio facility, Mac facility like social mobile analytics, cloud, AR/VR facility. So I think all these things will add a lot of value when students join and work hands-on on these equipments. We have startups who are working in the lockdown also for various solutions with reference to COVID, and they're also tackling like different problems in the healthcare space. So I'm very sure that many things which I spoke today will be new for students, and they would get a lot of insights when they join the program.
Okay, sir. So this brings me to last question. Any suggestions you would like to give to the current youth and aspiring students?
So what I would like to tell to students today, like who are trying to find out like which course is good for them, I would recommend you to all read more about the curriculum, what kind of exposure the course is giving, who are the people involved in the program. So I think all these small things will matter a lot. And like currently, if you see, our country also is going in a direction wherein it's enabling people to build things on their own. Like our Prime Minister has also told, right, to be Atmanirbhar. So they have created an ecosystem wherein people have to be self-reliant. They have to start building things on their own. They have to be more entrepreneurial. And I think Riidl Academy and Riidl is a space wherein students can do all those things and create an impact on the global scale, not just in the country, but then local, global, both. So I think our program is well versed and well equipped with that. So some people, you can also read like some members who are involved in the program, some of our advisory board members, some of our subject board members, they all are working at various national and international forums, and they have come back and they are ready to contribute to our program. Just to give an example, we have Miss Roos, who is a coach at IDEO. So IDEO, I don't know if you're aware, so it's one of the premier design firms globally, IDEO. So Miss Roos is a coach there, and she has agreed to coach our students for a year. So we will be accepting only 30 students in the first batch. So she'll be a full-time coach for these 30 students for enabling them to understand social skills, and in the humanities space, she'll be guiding students. So I think something like that is not happening currently in other institutes, wherein you can get an international coach to sit with you and spend time with you, that too from an institution like IDEO. So I think all these small things will add a lot of value to students when they join the program. Yeah, that's it from my side.
Okay, sir. So thank you very much for this session. It was certainly insightful.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for calling me session. I hope students get benefit from it, and looking forward to speaking with them.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Nice talking to you, sir.